Hey everybody, it's your realtor here. I want to take a few minutes today to educate new buyers regarding the right size of a house for their family. Spring is around the corner and many buyers will be out in forces looking at houses to purchase, and it is important to understand the right size of the house. You don't want to end up buying a house that is too big, both physically and financially. A house that is physically too big will cost you to maintain, to upkeep, to keep cool in the summer, to keep warm in winter. So you don't want to buy a house that is too big or bigger than your needs. A house that is too big will also cost you financially. Generally, it will have a bigger mortgage than, say, a smaller house. So you want to make sure that the house meets your needs and perhaps a few wants. So at this point, it is good idea to write down, perhaps in 2 columns, separate your wants and your needs. What must you have in your home? Perhaps a 2-car garage, perhaps 3 bedrooms, perhaps 2 bathrooms, a backyard for the kids, and so forth. What are your wants? What would be nice to have in a bathroom? Perhaps a jacuzzi tub, perhaps a swimming pool in the backyard, maybe a library, maybe a game room. These may be your wants. So it is important to write down your wants and your needs separately before you go out to start looking at homes, so that you know exactly what features and functionalities you must have and what are some of the things that would be nice to have. But if you don't get all of them, it's okay. You don't want to end up buying a house that is too big, both physically and financially, than you can afford or maintain. You want to be able to make sure that you are prepared for the worst case scenario. God forbid you were to lose that job, or one of the spouses were to lose their job, or both of the spouses were to lose their jobs. What would happen? If you're buying a multifamily and you're thinking that the tenants will pay some of the mortgage or all of the mortgage, what would happen in the worst case scenario when you don't have a tenant, or God forbid if the tenant is not paying the rent? What would you do in that situation where the other unit is not producing income? Would you be able to still be able to pay the mortgage on time? So you need to be able to prepare for the worst case scenario, even though we're hoping for the best. And so it is important, as I said, before you head out for the spring season to start looking at homes for your family, separate your wants and needs, figure out what is important to have in your family's home, what is nice to have, and buy within your means, buy within your need. Don't buy something that is way out of your budget, way out of your reach, and buy keeping the worst case scenario in mind. Would you be able to still pay your mortgage if one or both spouses were to lose their job? Would you still be able to pay the mortgage if that tenant were to stop paying rent, or if you did not have a tenant and therefore no rental income? I hope this is helpful for new buyers as they start looking for homes for their family. It's your realtor here. If you're looking for a home in Lower Westchester or Upper Bronx, I'd love to help you. My phone number is 914-215-1540. My email is isyourrealtor@gmail.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's your realtor. Thank you so much for watching, and happy hunting.